Morning class 10. Let's continue with the chapter manufacturing industries, where already people have learnt about the importance of manufacturing industries, then industrial location, classification of industries. So today in this video you are going to learn about the agro-based industries, the industries which have a direct relationship with the agriculture, like cotton industry, jute, silk, woolen textile, sugar, edible oil and so on. So these are the industries which are based on agriculture raw materials. So today we will be talking about the textile industry which occupies a unique position in the Indian economy as it contributes towards the industrial production and generates a good amount of the employment, almost gives employment to around 35 million people and earns a good amount of a foreign exchange. And it contributes 4% towards the GDP, and it is the only industry in our country which is self-reliant right from the raw material to the highest value added products. So under textile industry we'll be talking about the cotton textile industry. You all are familiar with this cotton, and children, do you know that right from the ancient India this cotton textile industry in our country produced during that time with the hand spinning and hand looms. That was the technique which was used initially, but once the Britishers reached to our country and there was a colonial rule, then our traditional industries, they suffered a severe setback as they could not compete with the mill-made cloth which from England. So children, today there are nearly around 1600 cotton and human-made fiber textile mills in our country, out of which 80% of these are private and rest all are public and cooperative sectors. Well, in the early years, children, this cotton textile industries were generally found in the area of Maharashtra, Gujarat, and the reason was because of the availability of raw cotton, market, then transport, accessible port facilities, labor, moist climate, and so on. This all contributed a lot towards the localization of industry. As at the same time, this industry has a very close link with agriculture and provides a living to a huge number of the farmers, cotton ball pluckers, then the workers who are engaged in ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, designing, then packaging, then tailoring and sewing. So this industry creates a demand and supports a large number of the other industries like the chemical industries, mill stores, packaging material and so on. So children, while this spinning it continued to be centralized in Maharashtra, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, weaving was highly decentralized, and India has a world-class production in spinning, but weaving supplies a low quality of fabric. Reason is as it cannot use much of the high quality yarn produced in the country. So today in our country, the hand-spun khadi provides a large-scale employment to the weavers in the homes as a cottage industry. And do you know that India exports yarn to Japan, USA, UK, Russia, France, East European countries, Nepal, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and a number of the African countries. In fact, we are the second largest installed capacity of spindles in the world next to China. So children, if we talk about its economic share, so we have a large share in the world trade of cotton yarn, where we account for 1/4 of the total trade. However, our trade in garment is only 4% of the world's total. And our spinning mills are competitive enough at a global level and capable of using all the fibers which we produce. And you'll find that in our country there are large number of modern factories which are engaged in the production of the cotton on a large scale. So that shows that although we have a good and a significant increase in the production of the good quality of long and a staple cotton, but still there is a need of import which has been felt. Now if we say that the need of import is still felt, then we can say that there are number of the problem which this cotton textile industry is facing in our country. And if we talk about those problems, the very first thing is like power supply, which is very erratic, which is not very normal, not very regular, which the industries are able to get it. Then the machineries, they need to be upgraded, they are outdated machineries are there. Then they have to be upgraded in the weaving and processing sectors in particular. Then the problems like low output of labor, that means the labor is not trained, so the production is not as it has to be. And all above that, there is a stiff competition with the synthetic fiber industry. Do you all know that nowadays in the market is full of, let's say the market is full of synthetic fiber, so the cotton industry really has to compete with this synthetic fiber. So if the machineries are not upgraded, if the labors are not trained properly, if the power supply is not very regular, and the raw material is not in a continuous basis, then definitely the cotton industry will be hit back. So if all these problems to a certain extent could be removed, then cotton industry could be enhanced on a large scale.